Okay guys, it's time to learn about Jesus. Only joking, like I'd do that to you. But seriously, Jesus. So today I'm going to teach you a bit about basic music theory and how chords are constructed for guitar. I don't think Jesus played guitar, but imagine if he did. In modern Western music, we use 12 notes, going from an A to a G sharp. This 12-note scale is called the chromatic scale, and each note is one semitone higher than the one previous. Not all of these notes sound very good together. Seriously, try playing a C with an F sharp. It sounds like a fat person falling over. In order to get around this problem of discordant notes, we organise them into smaller 8-note sections called keys. There are two types of keys, major keys and minor keys. There are also skeleton keys, but you can only play in a skeleton key if you're playing a creepy xylophone made of bones. First we'll look at a major key. We'll use C major as our example. C major is a brilliant simple key because no notes have a sharp or a flat, or as we musicians call them, accidentals. To determine the notes in the key of C major, we use the following pattern. Starting on a C, we go up one tone to D, up another tone to E, up a semitone to F, up a tone to G, up a further tone to A, one more tone to B, and finally another semitone to C. This run of 8 notes is called the C major scale. You can use this same pattern, the tone-tone-semitone, tone-tone-tone-semitone pattern, to find the major scale of any note of the chromatic scale. Let's take D for another example. The notes of the D major scale would be D, E, F sharp, G, A, B, C sharp, D. Each of the 8 notes of the key are referred to by a number. So for example, in the key of C major, C would be the first, D would be the second, E would be the third, and so on and so forth until we come back to C, which would be the 8th or the octave. Using numbers to define the relationship between notes is crucial in building chords. A basic major chord is constructed of the following 3 notes. We have the root of the chord, the third above the root, and the 5th above the root. So in our example key of C major, these notes would be C, E, and G. Let's take a look at the guitar and see how that translates. Okay, so this is the C major chord on the fretboard. Our third finger will be on the 3rd fret of the A, playing a note of C. Our second finger will be on the 2nd fret of the D, playing a note of E. Our G string is open, and our first finger is on the 1st fret of the B string, playing a note of C. So the notes from the bottom to the top are E, C, E, G, C, E. So as you can see, we're only using the notes of C, E and G to make a C major. By taking the 1st, 3rd and 5th notes of any major scale, we can construct any major chord. Let's use D major for another example. The 3rd above D is an F sharp, and the 5th above D is an A, so the notes of D, F sharp and A make up the D major chord. Let's look at a D major on the fretboard. Okay, so to create the D major chord, our first finger is on the 2nd fret of the G string, playing a note of A. Our third finger is on the 3rd fret of the B string, playing a note of D. And our second finger is on the 2nd fret of the top E string, playing a note of F sharp. We're only strumming strings 3 through to 6. So altogether it sounds like this. And we have a D, an A D, and an F sharp. So there you have it, that's how to make major chords, and you didn't even learn a thing about Jesus. I'd call that a good day. If this video helped you in any way, please leave me a thumbs up. Feel free to tell your friends, your brother, your sister, your mum, your dad, your stepmom, your guardian angel, your horcrux, your patroness, anybody who you think might benefit from it. Please do subscribe. I'm going for 10 subscribers, that's my goal. Really lofty heights I'm aiming for here, not sure I'm going to achieve it. But please, please, please hit the subscribe button, help me get to my goal of 10 subscribers, and you can go down in history as being one of the first 10 people to subscribe to me. You know you want to do it. Okay, so that's it for today. Join me next time when I'm going to be going through the minor scale and minor chords, and also sucking off a massive cock.